Hey y'all, Jessie Petersen here with Let's Make Art. I am a mixed media artist and I like to do art journaling, and that's usually what I teach here, but today I have a different project for you that we call Let's Make Art Matter. And this is Keenan.
Hello, hi there.
Camera guy, art cheerleader, hype man, all the things.
Yes.
Anyway, let me tell you a little bit about Let's Make Art Matter. We like to include a postcard with a stamp on it and the address on it to a person who's been nominated to just get some good vibes in their life or whatever, you know? And this is like something that's kind of fun and different. Instead of being in our art journal, we're going to make this and we're going to send it out in the world, and it feels good to do something for someone else sometimes. So with that kind of intention and idea,
yes, we
are going to make this for Genevieve. Let me tell you a little bit about her.
Which is a lovely name.
It is. Such a good name. And I was just explaining this, but it says every month we come together as a community to create small acts of kindness through art. This month we're sending encouragement to Genevieve. She's an elementary art teacher and she's always putting others before herself. Her love for art inspires her to share the message of happy accidents with her students every day, and she encourages a pinky promise from her students to not throw fits and embrace their mistakes. I love that.
That is great.
However, her family has faced tragedy after tragedy, the passing of her grandmother, the family contracting COVID-19, and her husband being in the ICU. She also has a daughter with autism named Debbie who loves to receive mail. So we just want to send this family some love and let her know we're thinking about her.
Yeah.
And a project that I decided to do for this postcard is kind of like our project that we did with Magic Portals, where we kind of have this door that opens and, you know, we made it all interactive. But for the postcard, we can't make it interactive, so I thought we could play with perspective for the door to be open.
This is exciting.
So it might look a little hard, but we can do it. We can do it together. And I don't know, I just was thinking about how teachers open doors to us in different ways as different stages of our life, and how important they are and learning and growing as a person. And so I kind of like that idea of, you know, thinking about the doors that have been opened by the teachers in our life. So that's kind of why I was going with that. So you're going to need a ruler. We're using the paint from the subscription box this month. We've got the Dilutions paint, which I love. It's Pure Sunshine, Bubblegum Pink, and White Linen. We're also going to play around with this Distress Crayon, Chip Sapphire. I'm going to use my oval mop brush maybe a little bit. Mostly we're going to use our round number 8. You'll need a pencil and a pen. And yeah, I think that's it. So first off, we're going to start with our pencil, and we are going to draw a straight line right across here. I already did it when I was waiting to film here. So I'm just going to roughly do that right across here and leave some space on either side. And I kind of was thinking I would use this door as a guide. So I was kind of looking at how that, you know, has a little,
see how it fits on that page?
What do you call that? That's on the side of the doors?
The frame?
Is that the frame?
Yep, door frame.
Or like I don't know, the wood part outside the door, the frame.
The frame.
It's great. Okay. I can hear something out there. What's going on?
We've got some visitors, and it may be the garbage men.
Oh yeah, that's probably it. Okay, so I'm just drawing a skinny line to get that shape going. I'm just gonna do that. And then I'm gonna come in a little bit more from there. I'm gonna draw a straight line down.
A door frame's posture is nigh on perfect.
Oh.
If you don't have a ruler, you may have some other kind of or if you have some kind of cardstock or even the Let's Make Art Matter card, that might be a decent substitute for today's project.
That is a great idea. I like it. Yeah, the only advantage of ruler is to be able to measure it, but you can kind of eyeball it to try to, so that is like a little bit crooked, so I want to keep that like a little bit more straight. I'm going to draw that again, and that's why we're doing a pencil, because we can erase what we're doing and kind of adjust as we go. So
now if it's an old house, a crooked door frame makes sense.
Yeah. Okay, so now I'm going to draw a line inside of that about that thickness. And I'm just looking at the width here and here to make sure it's kind of similar. That might be a little bit too much. Let's come in a little bit.
You could use the ruler to mark like a 1/4 inch.
Yeah, I could.
Ooh, but that's a good eyeball right there. That's nice.
Oh, and I'm just going to sketch it. Okay. All right. Thanks, Genevieve. Yeah, you can measure it. That might be a little bit. Oh, that works. Okay, and then we're going to do the same up here. Then I'll erase my lines. I was trying to do it lightly, but then it didn't come all the way. So I got to come back with that.
This is a fun project, Jesse.
Thanks, Keaton. Can draw a door after this, maybe. And that's the thing. I think sometimes we get intimidated by drawing real things. At least I do. I like to do more abstract things. But once you are able to do it, you're like, hey, I did that. It wasn't that hard. And you don't have to get it right the first time. It's okay if you have to erase and adjust. It's kind of fun to think about a simple object like this, because when you're really paying attention to something to draw it, you notice things about it maybe you hadn't noticed before. Like today, I might walk through all the doors and see the different widths of the frames, which I might not have noticed otherwise. You know?
True, that's a good point.
And that's what I like about drawing in art in general. It just gives us an opportunity to slow down and notice details. Okay, so it's not perfect, but we got a door frame. We're getting there. We can decide where we want it to end. I think it would be nice if it ended right there, so I'm going to just draw a line across there. And there. I'll just erase that. Now the trickiest part of this whole thing is the door that's opening into this place of light, I guess. And so that's where the perspective comes in. And when we're trying to create perspective, the perspective always meets up at some point. So I'm going to show you that with a ruler. So I'm imagining that this door is going to open like this. And I need another ruler to try to match that perspective. And you can see where this point happens here. So if we're getting this perspective right, then these two angles should line up. So I'm going to draw this line here, and I'll decide where the width of my door is going to stop. And I'm going to draw this line here. And you can decide how much you want your door open or not open, Okay. And then I'm going to draw a straight line about, let's see, I want it to be right in there maybe. Whoop. See how that looks for us. So now we have our door opening. We can do we got our little doorknob right here. Just a little circle. And then the little part that holds it. You can erase some of those in the middle. Okay, so I'm liking that. And I want this to be a little softer. I don't want it to be super. I'm just gonna soften that up a little. And I think that I like that little bit of crayon on the top of that door. So I'm going to draw another line right under this one. I'm worried about my head getting in the way. Sorry if it...
You're good.
Okay.
Got that on the side cam.
Yay. It's hard not to be right close to what you're drawing when you're
It's
drawing.
always those detail marks.
Yeah.
Look at that door coming together.
Yeah, I'm going to move this line up to match my door. So I drew that line first, and now it's wonky, so we can adjust. It's okay. we're in pencil mode, and there is time for adjusting. So that's on the same plane. Is that the right word for that?
Yep.
It's the same
Sure.
place. All right,
It's
we
the
got
right
a
word
door.
now.
We have a door. That was like the hardest part, and we already did it.
Dang.
Okay, now the fun part, I think, is painting it. So we are going to use this distress crayon, but we're going to use it on our palette as paint first, and then we'll use it for its divine purpose, which is like making this cool crayon-y effect that we've talked about before.
We like the crayon effects.
Yeah. So I'm
It's
just
the
gonna
technical term. That's why we like it.
crayon-y.
Crayon-y.
Are there other ways we could say that?
Crayon-y.
I thought Brock was in here. Does he have any ideas about how to say crayon-y?
Crayon-y, Brock?
Crowny.
Crowny?
Now it's like a brownie. You are thinking about lunch, aren't you?
Ooh. I do want a good brownie. I had brownies last night.
I made some keto brownies, or I think it was called cake, but it was kind of more like brownies. You know, it wasn't too bad.
It sounds nice. Any kind of brownie related thing sounds delicious.
Well, I'm like a purist, so if I want to eat a brownie, then I just want to eat what it is that I'm thinking I want.
Yeah.
But
Kind of want to regret it later.
there's some people that I really like that are doing keto stuff, so you know, I was trying to make it good for a little birthday experience we had. It wasn't too bad, but I also was like, it doesn't really taste like a brownie. It is what it is, right? Okay, so I'm just adding a little blue here. You know, sort of like a rolling little bit of magic blue cloud happening. I don't know. I want it to be like softer at the top, so it kind of just looks like it's going off. I need a little bit more of this pigment. Let's do that.
What color blue is this?
Chipped sapphire.
Chipped sapphire?
Yeah. Not a great name for
That is a great
blue.
name.
Okay, so we got our blue in. And now we can start adding our other colors. So I'm going to use bubblegum pink. I'm going to mix that with some of this, more of this blue sapphire to make us a purple. So I'm just adding water to that and a little bit of pink.
Can you pull your palette a little closer
I
so we
would
can
love
see the
to.
mixing? Thank you.
You see that?
Yep, that's great.
Isn't that such a good purple? Yeah.
That
yeah,
is a
I like it.
great purple.
So I'm just gonna put some of that in there, and then we'll just add more pink and blue back and forth to mix it up a little. I said I might use the oval mop brush, Old Mavis, but I think you can do this whole thing with this brush.
Trusty round 8.
Yep. I'm just like watering down this bubblegum pink a little and just trying to blend it into our purple. Oh yeah, I'm liking it. This is when you just get into detail mode and have fun, just playing with the colors back and forth.
Mm-hmm. This is a great color combo.
Purple and blue.
Yeah, that pink, the bubblegum pink.
Mm. It's funny how when you're halfway through something, you're like, oh, I mean, is it gonna turn out? If that's what you're thinking, you just keep going. It's gonna turn out. It's gonna be great. I mean, I can feel myself doing that, and I made this already, so.
It's going to be great. It already is great. You have a door on your hands.
Right? Well, like, it kind of looks like a door. That's kind of cool.
Even if you don't want to add the colors to the door, you've got yourself a pretty sweetly sketched door.
I'm into it. See, everybody needs an art cheerleader. Oh, yeah. Okay, now I kind of like that warmer pink that's happening, so we can mix a warmer pink with our sunshine yellow.
Ooh.
It's a little too warm. Need a little more pink in there.
Oh, no, I like it.
Then I might want to just add a little white to it to lighten it. You like that warm-ish pink? It's kind of peachy. I'm liking that.
Yeah,
Okay.
that looks nice.
So we can come in here with our pink. I just want it to be a little bit watery. Since this is watercolor paper for the postcard that I'm using, it's kind of nice to water down the acrylic a little bit for that to happen. Whoa, that was a lot of pink. And if you need a reminder of like paint being wasted if you mix a color wrong, just remember that the only paint wasted is the paint that's still in the tube. Just in case you forgot that.
That's a great quote.
Well, it's not my quote. I'm pretty sure someone else said that. But I still think I stand by it. I stand by it. So I'm just doing a little bit darker pink in that corner and just maybe we just do a little more yellow, like there's some magic light happening there. I don't know.
Ooh, yeah, pops of color.
Yeah, just a little pop of yellow there. Okay. And I got a little bit on my door frame. That's okay because we got white paint. You can always cover that up, or you can just be okay with it.
True. I feel like door frames right where you're walking through, those usually get a little dirty, so.
Oh, yeah.
We're working with perspective, right? So this is perfect.
It's your favorite word.
It is my favorite word. Do you have a favorite word?
Really like saying supercalifragilisticexpialidocious.
Yes. You can always trust Mary Poppins to make an appearance.
Yep.
When you need her.
She's practically perfect in every way.
I know.
So I can relate. Not really.
That was nice.
Oh yeah, this is fun. Okay. Want a little bit more blue down here.
Yeah, this looks good.
Thanks. Sometimes I make something and I'm like, did I do that? That's kind of cool. I don't know if I could do that again. Does anybody else feel like that?
100%.
Like I know when you practice and you do something over and over that you get better at it and you grow in confidence, but there's something tricky about being creative that that will do that to you. I don't know. It's funny stuff.
All 4 of my journal pages I'm really proud of. So the 4 times I've painted, I'm like, wow, did I do that?
And it's funny, you know, when you look at it with different eyes on a different day, like you might like it better than you did when you were like, I don't know.
True.
Like that's how I feel about some of the stuff I've made. Okay, let's see. I need more pink. fading in the background. I hope you're just having fun painting, just doing it, you know, not stressing. Because when Genevieve gets this, she's not going to be thinking about what went wrong. She's going to be thinking about like how cool it was to get a postcard from you, you know?
Mm-hmm. Might tear up a little bit, you know? Feel the love from the people.
Yeah. Yeah, so just trying to get the pink where the door is opening to that space in there. And I kind of did it lighter at the top. And then we could do a little bit darker to transition that up a little bit. If you want. You could use totally different colors.
Oh, yeah.
Or you
That'd
could.
be fun. You could even do a design on the door.
Yeah. I still got to paint the door. Kind of forgot. Yeah, I got to do that. I like that even though this isn't watercolor, we still got some blooms.
Oh, yeah. That bottom left, that looks amazing.
Yeah, I didn't get that last time. So that's cool.
Bonus.
It helps to have your paint watered down a little bit more if you want to try to achieve that with acrylic. Okay, now we're going to mix this brown. And in order to get that brown, we need to introduce some of the blue to these warmer colors. So I've got this kind of peachy color right here that we mixed with the pink and the yellow, and then I'm just going to bring in some blue, a little bit more yellow. I might need more paint in general to mix this. Let's do this right. Okay, there's our yellow. There's our pink. Now we got this kind of orangey color. Let's get some more of this blue pigment so we can really get it in there. Now that's a little darker brown than I was hoping for. So we can add a little bit of this white to it. And then we got it. There it is. I can't remember what I did, but
nice.
We did it. So it's kind of just a peachy kind of brown.
It looks warm and cozy.
Does it?
Yeah.
I think it's like the color of the door that I had in my room as a child. It was kind of nostalgic. All of a sudden I started thinking about Monsters, Inc. and all the different doors that I have on the track in the movie. You know what I'm talking about?
I think so, yeah.
So that, like, have you seen Monsters, Inc.?
Yeah, the girl. That little girl's adorable. Boo.
Yeah. So they have, like, you know, like you can see the door and nothing else is around that. That's kind of how this is. The different doors that they go to.
I feel like Genevieve might secretly love Monsters, Inc.
That would be cool. We would really nail it if she did.
Yeah, we would.
I'm going to make it a little bit darker on the bottom just to kind of play off the weight and the light that we have going on.
That's a good looking door.
Thanks.
You're basically a contractor, really.
Well, as an artist, you can create whatever you want and whatever dimensions you want.
That's right.
Okay. Oh yeah, I like that. So this last step is just this little bit of, I just thought it would be fun to do a little bit of pin work, but we have to wait for that to dry first. But if I'm going to show you, you can just use your acrylic paint to cover up that white if you want. It might not cover it up entirely. I think it's fine if you leave it, but I just want to show you in case you're like wanting to just put a little bit of white on it. And it should try to be dry. The paint should be dry, otherwise you're just going to move it around, but that works.
Nice.
Yeah. It's like we just painted the door frame. Just fresh coat of paint there. Okay.
That's like a pun within a pun. Within a pun.
I don't know. Okay. We'll let this dry and be right back. Okay, so this is looking dry, feels dry, I mean, or both. I guess it could look and feel dry. I always struggle with which one to say there. So we can add some pin marks, just kind of give it a little contrast. I kind of like the idea of not doing it like super precise all the way around, but just kind of giving it a little sketchy detail. So just like a couple lines here.
Oh, nice.
And then like a couple.
I also like the sketch look. That's like one of my favorite drawing styles.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I just feel like it gives it a softer look to not be so harsh, especially since everything else we did was kind of a softer style with this. So a couple lines there. I think we could give this
Do you want to push that up just a little bit?
Whoops. Like right there?
Yeah.
Okay. So give this a harder edge. Let me move my roller back just a little bit. Yeah, just a couple. So see, it's just a little dark here and there, but not like a harsh line all the way down. Mm-hmm. Just a little bit.
Subtle.
Yeah. And then it kind of gives you the contrast for the other side.
Nice.
I think you can get away with doing a darker line where the colors are darker, like on this one. So we could probably do a darker line, longer, short. There we go. Yeah, just a little touches of detail. It's kind of nice. Kind of weight this door there. You could, maybe I'll just do one right here. Yeah.
Nice.
I think we did it.
Looks so good.
You did it. We did it. We made something fun for Genevieve that she can get in the mail. And sometimes people are like, well, what do I write on the back? I did all this cool stuff on the front, but I don't know what to write on the back. Well, I think it might be neat if we thought about, like, if you've had a teacher experience where someone has opened a door for you, it might be neat for her to hear about that, like to be encouraged, like, you know, as a teacher. So you could share a story about someone that has helped you a little bit like that, or just encourage her in whatever you feel good about. Thanks so much for being here. Oh, also, almost forgot, if you don't have our subscription box, but you still want to make this, you can ask our customer happiness team for the address by emailing them at hello@letsmakeart.com. Yeah. And and if you want to share what you made, like take a picture of it before you send it off, you can share that with us in our cool community on Facebook group, which can be found at Let's Make Art Journals, or hashtag us on Instagram, all the things. We love seeing what you make, and we can't wait to see how it turned out. Thanks for being here. We'll see you next time.